don't agree with you,
Yeah.
okay, and this gentleman said, is that all the non-believers go to hell. That speaks of a very cruel God, you know?
Okay, we'll speak about that, okay.
I don't get that, you know, as somebody who is, you know, who is not a believer, maybe they've living very far away where there's no Islam or the and they've led a very good life as a person, you know? You know? I don't see how then all of a sudden God would say, sorry, you didn't believe in Islam, well, you're going to go to hell. You know, I really don't think that it's the intellect that God is looking at when you come. He's looking, my belief, is looking at you as a person and how you lived your life.
Yeah,
you know? Now, I don't think you have to live, whether you're Christian or any Muslim, it depends how you are and how you interact and you treat people. This is what God, I believe, is. And I have some experience.
Okay, no problem.
I don't believe that God is going to reject millions or billions of people just based on the fact that they're of a different religion. Because it doesn't mean that they're bad people just because... And the Christians have the same argument about Muslims. They're all going to go to hell and all this kind of... I don't believe that either. You understand?
I'm going to clarify the point you mentioned. You said I will not believe that... you disagree with me that Allah will put the non-believers into hell. In Islam, we believe Allah will never put, like, for instance, you mentioned a good point. Someone live far away, never heard about Islam.
In
like
the
Amazon, yeah. Like Islamically speaking, this man, because no one explained Islam to him, on the day of resurrection, God will test him. God will explain to him by sending a messenger to him. So God mentioned the Quran.
Where did you hear that?
It's in the Quran. It's the Quran.
That he's going to
the
do
hadith,
this.
No, Prophet Muhammad mentioned that. Sorry, Prophet Muhammad mentioned that. But in the Quran, Allah said, Allah will never punish a people until the proof and the signs has been established upon them. Meaning, someone came and explained to them Islam to them. However, they reject the Creator. Because what you have to understand, the biggest and the greatest crime to turn away from your Creator. And I gave you example. And now your father took care of you. Do you remember I mentioned the example? Let us refresh our brain. No, but just example. Alhamdulillah, my father took care of me, looked after me, everything. So what I do, now I'm working, I'm making money. He died, rahimahullah, anyway. He died, he passed away. So now...
you're right, the bottom line is...
No, please, let me finish my point.
God is sitting there saying,
please, I'll let you speak.
Worship me, worship me. That's a huge ego.
You know, you haven't let me finish my point.
He's going to get to that point.
I get to the point. So now, my father took care of me all his life. What I do when I grow up, as I'm making money, I go to my neighbor, say, thank you, my neighbor. Sorry, I look after you, don't worry. And I abandon my father. Logically speaking, it doesn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying? Any man will say, I'm an evil man for abandoning my father because while looking after my neighbor is something good. But who has more right over me is my father, let alone the Creator who gave me my father, who gave me life, who gave me eyes. Let me ask you something. If I give you £2 million, I said, you know what, take £2 million for nothing, what would you say to me?
I would take it, but I wouldn't keep it.
No, but what would you say? Thank you or not?
Thank you. Show gratitude.
Huh? I would say thank you, and I would give most of it away.
Yeah,
I know better.
Yeah, that's good.
But I would keep enough.
But would you say thank you?
But I would give most of it away.
You're missing the point. Would you say thank you?
I would ask you why you're giving it to me.
I said for just here, take it, no problem.
I said why?
I said no.
Is it real?
No, I have 50 billion money. That's 2 million. It's
give me more.
You're going to say thank you.
Okay. What would you say? The point is you're going to say thank you. No doubt about it. Okay, let us see now.
But I don't have a value of money. You know.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just an example. Yeah. If I give you okay, that's what I'm saying. If I give you £2 million, give me your 2 eyes.
I'd say no.
So because why your eyes worth more than £2 million?
Yes.
What about the one who gave you 2 eyes for free? Why don't you thank him?
I'm a believer in God. Yeah, I believe in God. Yeah. I have a different belief. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe God is going to say on the day to billions of people, you didn't come to me through Islam. You know, I believe if I go to Piccadilly Circus, there's 10 roads to get there. They all go there. Yeah, but we all take different roads.
That is a wrong analogy. Because Christianity and Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Sikhism, they're not just all of them one road lead to one God. They contradict each other. One road leads to Piccadilly, one road leads to China, one road. No, this is a bad example. A bad example. I'll tell you. All the prophets and
what
messengers.
I'm saying is that there are 10 roads that end up in the same place.
But that's good.
God is not going to punish you for trying to get to Him because you came through a different religion. He's going to be judging you on you, not on how you're thinking like this.
If you claim to love God and you follow God, God told you to follow this way. But what you do, you follow another way. would God be pleased with you for doing that?
My thinking is a bit different.
No, I'm just asking you. Logically speaking, if my father tell me, listen, another way, God would not be happy with that.
But why
so
would
now,
God,
wait. Before God is the most wise. The most wise, the one who does everything in its, who put everything in its proper place. Allow me to finish my point, please, before you answer. It's not about, we're not playing a tennis table. You pass to me, Just let us establish, let us hear the truth. And now, as a Muslim, I believe it's not the only way to get to God by following Prophet Muhammad. Before, now yes, I believe that. But before, Jesus was the way to God.
You were Christian before?
No, not before. Before Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, before Prophet Muhammad, Jesus, he was the way to God. If I was an Israelite and I lived the time of Jesus, the only way to get to God by following Jesus' teaching. Before Jesus, Isaiah, or Moses, or Abraham, or Noah. So as a Muslim, I believe every prophet that was sent to a people, it was upon his people to follow his way. And now the last prophet is Muhammad. So God restricted the way to follow Prophet Muhammad to get to God. Because if God left it up to our intellect and our feeling how to worship him, every person say, the way I want to worship God by smoking drugs. Another person, I want to sleep.
So why does God give us the ability for intellect and feeling? That's how we normally.
That's good.
That's how we come to a conclusion about anything.
To determine between a true prophet and a false prophet.
The whole world and say, here's the book how to go about
because
it.
why?
In any religion.
No, it's not.
Listen, hold on. Let me Shamsi 1 second.
You ask me a question.
Okay, let me 1 second. When a woman falls on the ground, you're passing, and a woman falls over, or a man, anybody, and she's hurting and in pain, and you go to grab her. Who's grabbing her?
Who's grabbing her?
Yeah, you as a Muslim or a human being?
As a human being.
Like you, that's my answer. It's a human being that's quite.
No. As an atheist, I will not pick up because as an atheist, Darwinist, I believe the fittest. What is it? The survival of the fittest. So I believe it's better for her to die because that saved me more food for me. Because that's what is Darwinism. So when I do it, more likely I'm doing it because I'm a Muslim too. Understand? Because Islam encouraged me, of course.
What I'm saying is, God is more interested in you as the human being who's just felt the feeling for this woman, or as a Muslim. That's what I'm asking.
I understand that.
Right? I believe as a human being.
But you know what?
Otherwise, why would God give us the ability to experience and feel and work through our mind?
Okay, you keep repeating yourself. You ask why God give us intellect and a feeling. That's a good question. God gave you intellect and a feeling especially the intellect, to determine what is right, what is wrong. So if a false prophet come to you and a true prophet, now use your intellect to determine who's a true prophet and a false prophet. Not use your intellect to reject all the prophets and you say, I'm just going to follow my intellect. These are wrong understanding. So God give you intellect to determine what is right, what is wrong. To determine between the teaching of Paul and teaching of Jesus, between the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, teaching of Moses, in order to come to a conclusion, who should I follow? Because remember, the Creator wants you to worship him the way he wants to worship him, not the way you want to worship him. I'll give you an example to make it clear to you. Now, if you want to buy a gift to your best friend, would you buy a gift that you love?
Not today.
Not today.
No money.
If you want to buy a gift to your best friend, would you buy a gift that you love or your friend love?
I'd have both. I would buy something that I would think that is going to lift them up.
Say for example, you're going to buy a perfume, I like 1 million, you don't like 1 million. Are you going to obviously buy what I like?
Is that what you're wearing? I'm getting a lovely smell from somewhere.
That's me. It's 2 million.
Common sense will tell you you're going to buy the person 1 million because you know that's what he likes.
I'm going to buy.
So you're going to buy what they like, basically.
It's simple.
Not mixed.
So now, if you want to worship God, you should worship God the way He likes, not the way you like. Because the only way to know what pleases God is from God to tell us. As I have mentioned, we have different intellect, we have different feeling. That's why God unites us upon one way. And that is through His prophets and messengers. Adam, Noah, Jacob, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, the last prophets. So what I'm saying to you, that is not really a joke now. Because the Creator giving you proofs and evidences, universal proofs and legislative, which is Quran, and the prophetic teaching proof to establish, yes, Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet. So now, if you turn away from that, of course you're going to read and everything. If you turn away from that, do not blame the Creator for putting in the hellfire, because the Creator is the most just. How could the Creator? Sorry.
Hear me out. So maybe you see things.
Hear me out. Of course, hear me out. The Creator.
I don't believe God puts good people.
Listen.
Irrespective of the
The
religion,
Creator is the most
into
just.
hell. I just
The
don't
Creator is the most just.
Because they'll be able to
The
prove it.
Creator is the most just. If the Creator put the good people and the most evil people on the earth in paradise, was that true?
Is that just?
Is that just?
Well, it depends on your understanding of good and evil, no? And where this evil comes from.
Okay,
Evil,
every
yeah.
murderer and every rapist and everyone like that.
Rejecting God, rejecting God.
Rejecting
That's
God.
the human one.
Rejecting God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know this.
And worshipping trees and stones.
No, hold on. Well, I believe in evil acts. I don't really believe in evil people, really. And I have my thinking
So who
is
does the
people
evil? Who does
come
the
from an
evil?
experience.
Who does the
Who
evil?
does the evil?
Where's the person that's
Exactly,
doing
so the
it?
person-
So would you blame the act or the person?
You punish the person.
No, I said,
yeah?
would you blame
So you
so,
blame the
so the
person.
person you blame. You don't blame the act. If when you go to the judge, when you go to the court, the judge gonna say, murder, I'm gonna take you to prison, you murder. The action
He's
you're a
gonna say your
murderer.
name and you're
The
gonna
murderer,
say-
you know, you see? So
Yeah, we have to have a system.
and
There
I
has to be-
understand your point because you're coming from the Christianity background, which is
Well,
hate
I'm
the
not
sin,
against-
but I love the sinner. That doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
it's no. Well,
That doesn't make any
I'm
sense.
just saying from a
It's like love Hitler, but I hate the action he
The
did.
maddest thing is you
Who
wouldn't-
carried the actions? Hitler.
Yeah.
And you
The
wouldn't love
action didn't carry itself.
He chose to do that.
You see?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that people are not all one dimension. So when you think of somebody as evil, there's
Well,
other
let me make something
aspects,
clear,
you
you
know?
know.
And even
Allah-
with Hitler,
no.
there was other dimensions.
You know what is the
to it
biggest
that we
crime?
people, this is society, we don't want to acknowledge,
God,
but there was.
I believe God is the most just. You know why? God already told us. If I believe in God and I see the signs clearly indicate toward Him that is a
Absolutely.
creator.
For
One
you,
minute,
absolutely.
No, 1 minute.
100%,
Please,
I agree
hear me
with
out, hear me
that.
out.
Yeah.
And He already clarified to me, explained to me that if you turn away from me, you'll be in the hellfire forever. And I turn away from Him, I should not blame no one except myself.